Hey guys, Craig here, Old Bay Craps, and thank you for coming back to my movie theme strategy series number 3. And tonight we'll be filming film number 3 for this week, and it was submitted by subscriber Jim A. So thank you, Jim. This is a comic book movie from the late 80s, and the interesting thing about this movie was that the villain in the movie actually received top billing over the hero. So before you think this town needs an enema, well, wait till they get a load of me. This is Batman 89. And the way this will work, it'll work in 3 phases. So first phase, we will come out with a $15 pass line representing the Wayne family, Thomas, Martha, and young Master Bruce. And we will play the ATS throughout the entire video. For $5, we'll do 2, 1, 2. And the reason I set it up like this, so it looks like pearls, as Martha was wearing pearls the night that her and her husband were murdered in front of young Bruce. And we'll honor her memory throughout this video. All right, once we establish a point, let's say it's a 9. We're going to go 51 inside. That's 18 on the 6 and 8, 15 on the 5. So this represents the Waynes after the show they've been to when they unfortunately meet a tragic death in a back alley. And this is Thomas, Martha, and young Master Bruce. Once we have that established, we will make one of 2 $15 DC bets. These represent crime syndicate boss Carl Grissom's goons, one of which is a young Jack Napier. And we'll learn more about him in a moment. So let's say this travels up behind the 4. We will then take $18 odds against the DC bet, and we'll make another DC bet. Let's say this travels behind one of the inside numbers. Because it does, the inside number will win 21. And we will use this. We'll get change for one of the nickels. And we'll do $18 against the DC bet. Also, and we'll rack the 3. Also, since it went inside on this first phase, went inside, hit one of the inside numbers, we will do a $15 field bet for the loyal family butler, Alfred. If a horn number rolls, we will do a $4 horn, and we will do $1 on each of the hardways to represent Gotham's elite, and the $4 horn is to represent the criminal underground in Gotham. And that'll be phase 1. We will always bring back up the ATS just like that, tapping it with our 5, and we move on to phase 2. Phase 2, we have Bruce is older now. He's a young adult learning martial arts, and eventually he wants to exact revenge for his parents' death as well as rid Gotham of crime. So we will now change over to a $50 DP, don't pass bet. And once a point's established, let's say it's a 5, we're going to go 75 on the 9, 90 on the 8, and 36 on the 6. So the 8 and 9 represent 1989 when the movie came out. The 36 represents Jack Napier, an older Jack Napier, who's coming up in the ranks in Carl Grissom's crime syndicate. So we'll do a $36 6. Also at this time, we will do 2 $25 come bets. One is young Lieutenant Gordon, and one is an up-and-coming attorney, Harvey Dent. So after the first one goes up, let's say it goes up to the 10, we'll take 30 from our rack and add 30 odds. If the other one, let's say it goes up goes up into the 8, the 8 will win 105. We'll pay it in quarters and a nickel. And because it hit the 8 and only the 8, we will do a $25 field bet for Alfred, and we will add 30 odds to the 8 and just rack the 50. Again, if a horn number rolls, we will now do an increased $16 horn bet, which represents again the criminal underground of Gotham, which is getting more restless. And we will take 24 out of our rack and do $6 hardways, representing the Gotham's elite. And that'll be phase 2. All right, again, we will always reset the ATS from our rack. And now we will go to phase 3. Phase 3, the young adult Bruce is now known as the Dark Knight Batman. And we'll do a $100 DP. And we will lay the 4 and 10 for 100 each, as this, because he has such wonderful toys. We will do a lay 4 and 10. The 4 will represent the Batmobile, and the 10 will represent the Batwing. So once a point is established, let's say it's again a 5, we will increase to a $100 9, a $120 8, and now Jack Napier has now transformed into the Joker, and we will do a $66 6. And I did 66 to represent and do a little bit of a kickback to Batman 66. And the interesting thing about the Joker, now that he's the Joker, every single roll, so he'll start on the 6, but every single roll he will be moved to the 4, 6, 10, big 6, big 8, or the field. And it doesn't have to be in that order. You can go random. You can go to the field, then this 8, then the 4, then the 10, then the 6. But he'll always be moving because he is criminally insane. At the same time, we will start one of 3 DC bets, $25 DC bets, which represents now Lieutenant has been promoted to Commissioner Gordon, photojournalist Vicky Vale, and Gotham's District Attorney Harvey Dent. And when each of them travel up, so let's say we travel up to behind the 10, we'll lose the lay. But each of them will then get $60 odds against the DC bets. All right. And again, finally, if a horn number rolls in the 3rd phase, we will increase to a $25 horn high aces bet. And we're picking the aces because this is Joker's right-hand man, henchman, Bob. And we will do 25 on each of the hardways. All right, let's roll it out. All right, phase 1. These are the Waynes going to a show. 555 here. And we're going to bring up the ATS for 5. 2, 1, 2. Small, make them all tall. And here we go. Try to establish a point. And we have a 1, 3, easy 4. We'll mark the 4. Puck will go on the 4. And now we'll go 51 inside. on the 568. Let's get change for the nickel. And we will start one of two $15 DC bets for Grisham's Goons, one of which is Jack Napier. All right, here we go. And we have a 617. So we PSO'd. We'll bring back up the ATS. And we're gonna need change. And we'll replace our pass line. And reset the ATS. And here we go. And we have a 2, 3, 5. 5 will be the point. We'll still go 51 inside, but we'll do the 6, 8, 9. And we will start our first $15 DC bet. Here we go. And we have a 1, 2, 3. So mark the 5, mark the 3. We will win 15 on the DC bet. We'll just rack that. And because we rolled a horn, going to get change. For our 10. And we'll do a $4 horn and $1 each hardway. And we'll rack the 2. And here we go. And we have a 3, 6, 9. So our horn will come down. Our DC bet will go up behind the 9. Our place 9 will win 21. We will get change for the nickel. And we will take $18 odds against the 9, rack the 3. And we need to get change for our quarter. And we're ready to bring up our second DC bet. And we'll mark the 9. And here we go. And we have another 1, 6, 7. So all the place bets come down, hardways fall, ATS falls. ATS gets reset. This will come down and get paid 15 on the flat. And the 18, 2 to 3, will get paid 12. And we'll just bring all this back to the rack. And we will go ahead and we're now going to go to phase 2. So we'll bring back up our ATS. And we will now change over to the young adult Bruce, who's learning martial arts with a $50 DP. And here we go. And we have a midnight. That's a push on the DP. But we'll mark 12. It is a horn number. So we're going to do a $16 horn. And grab 24 out of our rack. To do $6 hardways for Gotham's Elite. And they will be working on the come out. Here we go. And we have aces. All right, so it's the come out, so we'll win 50 on the DP. We'll just rack that. We'll mark the 2. We will leave that in the on position, and this will be just as if we won, if we had 4 on the aces. So that's going to win 120. We'll do 125 for 5. And we will just rack it. All right, we're still looking for a point. And we'll just rack the 4 change from the 4 from the aces. Here we go. And we have a hard 8. 8 will be the point. Our hard 8 was working, so 6 times 9 is 54. We'll do 55 for 1. And we will now go 75 on the 9, 90 on the 8, and 36 on the 6. And we will start one of 2 $25 come bets. And we'll mark the 8. And here we go. And we have a 4, 5, 9. This will travel up to the 9, or place 9. We'll win 105. We'll take 30 odds, add 30 odds to the come bet, and just rack the 75. Then mark the 9. And we will just try to establish our second $25 come bet for young lawyer Harvey Dent. That was a 6. And that's a 2, 6, easy 8. Hard 8's going to fall. We can take this button off. This is going to travel up to the 8. We did hit the point. So we're going to lose the $50 DP. However, our place 8 is going to win 105. So we will add 30 odds to the 8. And because it was the 8, we're going to do a $25 field bet for Alfred. And we will bring back up our DP. Don't pass. All right. Here we go. And we have aces. So that's going to win double in the field. It's going to win 50 on the DP. And because it's a horn bet, we need to make change. Because we're in phase 2 and that was a horn bet, we're now going to do a $16 horn. And we're going to bring this hard 8 back up for 6. And we will rack the rest. And we're still trying to establish a point. So here we go. And we have a 4, 6, easy 10. 10 will be the point. Mark the 10. And we have everything established that we have to for this round. So we will keep going. We have a 3, 2, 5. Mark the 5. Here we go. And we have a 1, 5, 6. Easy 6. So the hard 6 is going to fall. We will bring that back up. And our place 6, 36 will win 42. And we'll just rack the first time being hit. We'll mark the 6. And here we go. And we have a 4, 1, 5. Oh, we lost the horn a while ago. Sorry about that. Here we go. That was a 4. And that's a 2-4 easy 6. Our hard 6 is going to fall again. We win 42 again. That was the second time we hit that, so we're going to go 42 on the 6, and we'll just rack 36. Pressing it 1 unit. All right, here we go. And we have another 2, 3, 5. And we have a 5, 3, easy 8. Our hard 8's going to fall down. Our come bet's going to come down and get paid 25 on the flat. And our 30 is going to get paid 36 on the odds. We will bring back both our hard 8, hard 6 back up. And we will make another come bet and rack the rest. Here we go. And we have a 1, 3, easy 4. So our hard 4 is going to fall. This will travel up to the 4. We will add 30 odds to the 4 and mark the 4. And we'll bring our hard 4 back up for 6. Here we go. And we have another 3, 1, easy 4. Hard 4 is going to fall, but our come bet's going to come down and get paid 25 on the flat, 60 on the odds. We'll go ahead and pick up the 5 for 25. And we'll bring back up our hard 4 for 6. And we need to establish another $25 come bet. Here we go. And that was a 3. They would count it in the casino, I know it. So that's going to be a 3, 5, easy 8. Hard 8's going to fall. This is going to travel up to the 8. We're going to pull this from the 5 and add 30 odds. And this will win 105. And because it's the 8, we will do a $25 field bet for Alfred. And we'll rack the rest. Here we go. And we just pulled that 5, and we probably shouldn't have, but there's a 4, 1, 5. Here we go. And again, we have a 6, 2, easy 8. So our come bet's going to come down. That's a no field 8. We're going to win 25 on the flat. We're going to win 36 on the odds. Our place 8 is going to win 105. And again, we hit the 8, so we'll do a $25 field bet for Alfred. And we will pick up the 5 again. And we'll rack the rest. And we need to do another $25 come bet. And we need to bring up the hard 8. Why not? All right, here we go. And we have a 2, 3, 5. This time we were playing it. It's a no field 5. This is going to travel up to the 5. Our 5's going to win 35. We'll add 30 odds and just rack the nickel. Actually, we'll use the nickel and we'll just take it up to 30. Here we go. And there's the 167. It was right around the corner. So since this went long, we are going to go right into phase 3. So all of this falls. We're going to win 50 on the DP. And we will rack that. And then we're going into phase 3. We almost hit it too. All right, here's our $5 for the ATS. Puck comes off. And now that we're in phase 3, young adult Bruce is now the Dark Knight. $100 don't pass for Batman. And we will lay the 4 and 10 for 100 each. And we will try to establish a point. Here we go. And it looks like 5 is going to be the point. That's a 3-2-5. Mark the 5. And we will now increase the 9 to 100. We'll increase the 8 to 120. And now Jack Napier, who has gone through the ranks and killed Grissom, has now turned into the Joker. So we'll do 66 for the Joker. And we will start one of 3 DC bets. First up is Commissioner Gordon. Here we go. And we have a 6-2 easy 8. Mark the 8. This will travel up behind the 8. Or place 8 will win 140. We're going to pay this in quarters actually. We're going to do 25 in the field for Alfred. We're going to take 60 odds against the 8 DC bet. We will do another $25 DC bet and rack the rest. And we have aces. This is where it gets interesting. That's going to win double in the field. That's also a horn bet. So we will now do horn high aces. Aces is for Bob, the Joker's right-hand henchman. This will win in the DC bet area. And we will pick up the hardways for 25 each. And mark the 2. All right. Here we go. And we have a 3-4-7. So all this is going to fall. That's going to fall. Puck comes off. ATS gets reset. This all falls, all the place bets. We'll win $100 on DP. We'll win 100 from the combined lays of the 4 and 10. And our DC bet with odds on the 8 comes down, gets paid 25 on the flat. And it gets paid 50 on the odds. And we'll just rack all that. And we will bring back up the ATS. And rack this black. And we will establish a point. Here we go. And we have a 5-1-6. 6 will be the point. Mark the 6. Again, we'll bring the 8 and the 9 back up for 100 and 120. And we will bring up the 6 for 66. Bring this back to the rack. And we will start our one of 3 $25 DC bet with odds. Here we go. And we have a 1-4-5. We'll mark the 5. This will travel behind the 5. Get change for the for this quarter. And we will take 60 odds against the 5 and rack the 15. Here we go. And we have a 3, 6, 9. Mark the 9. Our 9 will win 140. And we didn't place another DC bet. That's on me. So here we go now. And we have a hard 4. So we're going to lose our lay. We still have a lay on the 10. This is going to travel up behind the 4. And we will take 60 odds against it and establish our third and final DC bet. And that was a 1, 6, 7. So again, we'll lose our place bets. We didn't get this established. Puck will come off. ATS will get reset. We're going to win $100 on the DP. 50 on the lay. Our lay 4 will come down and get paid 25 on the flat. 30 on the odds. And our DC bet with odds on the 5 will come down and get 25 flat. And 40 on the odds. And we'll bring all this to the rack. And I wanted to keep this video short, so we're going to color up actually. So I think we would lose this. Yeah, we lose it on the 7. So, all right. So let's see where we are. Remember our starting bankroll was 2,500. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1,000. That's exactly 2,000 in black. That's 500 in green. So the rest of this is profit. All right. So again, our bankroll was 2,500. That's 1,000 here, 2,000. This is 500 in green. And so our profit is 1, 2, 3, 400, 50, 65, 70, 75. So again, 475 profit on a $2,500 bankroll. This has been the Batman 89 strategy. So as I come around here, that's a pretty good win. 250 would be 10%. So 20% would be 500. We came pretty close. 475 is definitely close to a $500. So I would consider that hitting our win goal. I had a lot of fun rolling this out. I've actually rolled this out about 3 or 4 times, and this is only the second time I've actually won on the strategy. But the other couple of times I lost, I never lost more than 500 of the $2,500 bankroll. So I really appreciate you watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, click the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my 4th movie is coming out, probably tomorrow. And well, if I can put out 2 tomorrow to finish the 5 for the week, I will do my best. I actually have 2 written. I just need to finalize them. But I want to thank all the subscribers who have been giving me feedback, giving me comments, who have been submitting films. I actually still have some in my list from subscribers like you who have been so gracious to give me a strategy to put a strategy to, or I'm sorry, giving me a film to put a strategy to. And again, if you have a strategy you want me to roll and match a movie to it, I'd be more than happy to do that. That'll be challenging and I love it. So thank you. And if you're at the tables, remember, season your bets a little. All right. Good night.